Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us here for KREM 2 News First at 4. I'm Whitney Ward. No, we aren't moving. That was the message sent out across the homeless camp near I-90 earlier this afternoon. And new today, our newsroom is learning details that Jules Helping Hands isn't going anywhere. That's according to a newsletter posted on tents across that camp along I-90 today. This also coming as Sheriff Ozzie Knezovich in Spokane County is now threatening to clear that camp by October 14th. KREM 2's Amanda Rowley is joining us now live with the latest on new safety measures being put up in that camp. Amanda?
Hi, Whitney. I've been here at the homeless camp near I-90 all afternoon. I've driven around it a couple of times, and I want to make it really clear there are no fences going up here around this homeless camp right now. But WashDOT says they expect to start setting up fencing here around the perimeter of the camp later this week. Now, Jules Helping Hands, as you mentioned, has been posting Camp Hope newsletters around the camp every week. Now, this week, the letter says the nonprofit's immediate focus is cleaning up around the camp border and rearranging RVs to make space for a security perimeter. Julie Garcia, founder of Jules Helping Hands, told me once the fence goes up, a curfew from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. will go into effect. She says those who miss the 8 p.m. curfew will be taken somewhere else for the night.
We'll be moving people along. We'll have people here who are able to transport people to different places. The UGM has offered to help on some
They
of...
won't be left out.
No, we're not just going to kick people out. Yes.
They'll be taken somewhere to be for the night.
Yes.
Now, the city of Spokane confirms it extended its private security contract with CMS to the end of October. Now, CMS focuses on the neighborhood immediately outside the homeless camp at the WashDOT property. Now, meantime, the Camp Hope newsletter is encouraging people who are staying here at this camp to attend classes going on here at the cooling center. And Julie Garcia told me these classes are meant to help people living here get housing ready. And they're also helping folks replace their Social Security and identification cards. Reporting from the homeless camp near I-90, Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
All right, Amanda, thank you very much. And in our ongoing Boomtown series, we continue to track our growing area and the cost to live here. A new report from a real estate website is ranking Washington as one of the top 5 most expensive states to live in. KREM 2's Janelle Finch took a look at current market trends with a Spokane real estate agent.
Homebuyer.com ranked Washington State in the top 5 most expensive states to purchase a home based on median price and percentage of income toward payment. So today, I spoke with a Spokane County real estate agent about how much a buyer needs to make to purchase a home in the Lilac City. According to Homebuyer.com, more than 20% of a prospective Washingtonian's income is needed to afford a home in the Evergreen State. While Washington tips the national scale as one of the most expensive states to purchase a home, real estate agent Melissa Murphy says home buying in Spokane is actually more practical today than in recent years. But high interest rates are still affecting buyers' purchasing power.
With our average house price being about $480, we're still much more affordable and favorable. However, that number has trended up recently, and with rising interest rates, it does crunch how much a buyer is able to buy. For instance, 1 year ago, with the average price point of $500,000, a buyer needed $50,000 in income to buy. Today, fast forward, they need $70,000 in annual income a year, no other debts in order to buy the same house.
Real estate agents say current trends for the Spokane housing market are still unbalanced in favor of sellers. However, now buyers have more power compared to 2 years ago and are in a better position for negotiations. In Spokane, Janelle Finch, KREM 2 News.
All right, Janelle, thank you very much. And you can also go and find additional Boomtown content on our website right now. Just go to KREM.com. Today, though, certainly a day that has people wanting to live here. This was beautiful, and our chief meteorologist, Jeremy Legoo, is outside. He's promising even better tomorrow.
It's a little hot. Remember how hot 73 was at the fair?
No. What is it today? It's much warmer, right?
You ready for this? Do you have a guess?
80?
85.
85, wow.
Yeah, it's a warm one. Tomorrow, even warmer. We're going to be up near 90 here in Spokane. So let's talk about it. Believe it or not, we've got a storm trying to move through. That storm is no match for this massive ridge of high pressure that just goes up and over this entire thing. So that doesn't really give us anything. It just kind of says, oh, I got nothing. Overnight, we'll fall back down to near 50, so it's a bit of a drop to go from 85 to 50. That's our longer nights. Keep in mind, we now have more darkness than daylight officially as of today. Oh, I didn't even know I was going to say that, and I haven't thought about that since last week, but oh my goodness. All right, let's talk temps. Tomorrow we're back up near 90, pretty widespread, and believe it or not, now that we have more darkness than daylight, we're headed into the time of year that we lose heat, and we lose heat faster than we do at any other point in the year. So 89, easily going to be the warmest we will be between now and next summer. No chance that we're getting back up to 89. Might get close to 80, but still Wednesday, I might be saying that exact same thing. And by the time we get to Thursday, we're talking, nope, not partly cloudy. We're talking the chance of showers on Thursday. And I'll let you know what that means for you coming up in just a bit.
So it sounds like the message is enjoy it while we can. Thanks, Jeremy. Well, tonight, authorities are still piecing together the details of a murder of a Moses Lake woman. In a new development, her husband is now awaiting extradition back to Washington State after he was arrested on Friday on the other side of the country. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office says U.S. Marshals located Charles Bergman outside of a hotel room in New Stanton, Pennsylvania. He's accused of first-degree premeditated murder. The couple went missing last week after Charles Bergman picked up Teresa from the Spokane airport. Now, police say they have screenshots of messages from Charles showing that he believed Teresa was in a relationship with a man that she was visiting in New York. We traveled to Moses Lake to get the court documents detailing the couple's disappearance. Those documents also state Bergman was seen on Walmart security cameras just one day before they disappeared. Police say he made 2 trips to the same store that day, purchasing a metal folding shovel, a sharpening stone, and a tow strap. Now, according to the court documents, Teresa's injuries, quote, appear to have cracked her skull, and the wound appears to be consistent with a shovel striking her on the right side of the head. After the arrest, we talked with the Grant County Sheriff's Office again, and they said that they are grateful for the work of the U.S. Marshals to find Bergman so quickly. Now he's hoping for a speedy extradition for the sake of the family.
We wanted to work on their behalf to bring Charles Bergman back to Washington. This is a heartbreaking case. The investigators who are on the case are heartbroken. The community is heartbroken, and absolutely the Bergman family is heartbroken. We just want to do what we can to make them feel as good as they possibly can under these conditions, and the right thing to do is to bring him back to Washington so he can face justice.
The sheriff's office now says Charles Bergman has to be extradited in order to return back to Lincoln County. If he chooses to appeal, it could actually be months before he's back in Washington State. Officials still don't know why they believe he killed his wife or why he was in Pennsylvania. Well, tonight we now know a man shot in Spokane Valley over the weekend is in stable condition. This is after the Spokane County Sheriff's Office arrested a man in that shooting. 22-year-old Dontrell Dale was arrested for assault and possession of a stolen firearm. He appeared before a judge for the first time here just a few hours ago. During his court appearance, the judge did not find probable cause to charge him with the stolen firearm, but set his bond at $500,000. After the victim was shot, he reportedly shouted out for help at the Eastside Apartments. One man who lives nearby says he tried to help the victim.
I heard the man plainly say, "Help me, will somebody help me please?" And so then she made sure I was awake and asked me to go help him. And so I got on some clothes and got out the front door, but he was already on the other side of the parking lot.
KREM 2 was able to obtain and examine the court documents which shared that week prior to one of the teens threatening to kill Dale over, quote, pills. One of the teens believed that Dale had stolen Mexies, apparently, from his mother. 2 teens were also detained. And during the court appearance, Dale's attorney said he acted in self-defense. His next court date is October 4th. Construction begins today on the Downriver Disc Golf Course and TJ Menock Watercraft Access Area. That project is a new $4 million stormwater treatment facility. Right alongside the new facility, crews will also renovate the Downriver Golf Course, adding 18 new holes. It's closed, though, while this project is underway. Charles Lovell showed up this morning to play and realized that construction was starting. He lives in Coeur d'Alene and drives to that course about once a month for the layout.
It's just longer. It's nice. It's one of the bigger courses in the area without going to Farragut or Ponderay. I'm happy to see the changes when they do come around, but it just sucks that we can't play until then.
The construction project is set to wrap up in June of 2023. When the gates open, players can expect a new layout around the stormwater ponds and 2 new paved parking lots with more than 40 stalls. And also coming up tonight on KREM 2 News at 5, we'll have more from the city about designs for that new course. Don't go anywhere, though. Coming up after the break, today students were able to go to class at Spokane Public Schools a little later than normal. Why the extra time in the morning is helping teachers. And a little later in our second half hour of KREM 2 News at 4, crews now beginning to recover that wreckage from a float plane crash near Whidbey Island. We'll share how their efforts are going when we come right back.